Are you thinking about relocating to St. Petersburg, Florida? Well, if so, this video is specifically for you, not tourists, not vacationers. This video is specifically for future home buyers, people who are seriously considering making a move to the Tampa Bay area and want real, local insight before making that big, important decision. St. Pete continues to attract buyers from across Florida, outside the state, and even across the world. Now, after you see the full video, one of two things will happen. You'll either have a full understanding of why people love it so much and why it might be perfect for you, or you might say to yourself, no, I don't think St. Pete is going to work for me or for me and my family, and we need to consider moving elsewhere. On the surface, St. Pete makes sense. Waterfront lifestyle, vibrant downtown, award-winning beaches, strong job growth, and diverse housing options. But there are important details that you need to understand before you buy here. Details that can affect your budget, like your insurance costs, your long-term value, and your overall experience living here. Now today, I'm going to walk you through what it's really like to live and buy a home here in the St. Petersburg, Florida area, and exactly what you as a future buyer of property need to pay very close attention to as of right now. So let's get into it. Why buyers are moving to St. Pete. First, let's talk about why people are coming here in the first place. Now, St. Petersburg offers something that's very unique in Tampa Bay. It blends coastal living with real city energy without feeling super chaotic like most cities. Now, living here, you get the following. Walkability that you don't necessarily get in neighboring Tampa or Clearwater. You get waterfront views from both sides of the St. Petersburg area, which consists of the downtown area, which is on East St. Pete, and the west side of St. Pete, which is where the Gulf beaches are located. Now that gives you a ton of options. You can hang out downtown and go see an amazing show at the Mahaffey Center, followed by an amazing dinner at one of St. Pete's waterside downtown restaurants, or you can head to the beach with some friends, which is less than 35 minutes away. The nightlife. Great after-hours clubs and pubs to choose from here. Take your pick. You also have the arts. You have the Salvador Dali Museum, which is one of Tampa Bay's most celebrated artists. You have the Chihuly Collection, which is super unique. It's a museum that's totally dedicated to the presentation of glass sculptures on a size and scale that's actually pretty amazing. You have restaurants, so many amazing options. Please make sure that you have a big appetite because there's so many choices, right? Next, you have community-based events. One of my favorites is the Fall and Winter Farmers Market. Take a look. It's amazing. It's absolutely one of my favorites, one of myself and my wife's favorites on Saturday mornings. And you're never far from the Gulf of Mexico. Downtown St. Pete has absolutely become one of the most desirable areas in the region. You've got Central Avenue, local businesses, rooftop dining, and consistent activity. Then there's the St. Pete Pier, which has completely transformed the waterfront experience for its residents. And the sense of community here, it's super strong. Going back to the St. Petersburg Saturday morning market that I showed you just a moment ago, it's one of the largest in the Southeast. Thousands of locals show up every weekend, and that tells you something. This is not just a tourist destination. People live here, they work here, they build lives here. And of course, you have St. Pete Beach, which is just minutes away. That's a powerful, powerful combination. Now let's talk about the types of neighborhoods in St. Pete, because this is where things start to really matter financially. St. Petersburg is not one single type of housing market. You have real lifestyle options here. You've got downtown maintenance-free condos, luxury waterfront homes, historic neighborhoods with tons of personality. Now, downtown living typically means higher price per square foot, higher HOA fees, condominium associations, and rules in many cases, lower maintenance lifestyles, and waterfront homes. Now, of course, all of these are beautiful, but you must understand flood zones and insurance costs before making an offer on a home. As an alternative, you have inland neighborhoods that are more budget-friendly. Now, these areas may not have water views, but they often offer great value per square foot. And lower insurance exposure as well. This is why the location inside St. Pete matters as much as the house itself. Two homes can look very, very similar online, but they carry very different long-term costs. Now, my personal recommendation here, make sure you and I talk about all the differences, all the options, and all the alternatives, so you can make the best decision for you. What buyers are paying attention to right now? Right now, buyers that are relocating to the St. Petersburg area are paying very close attention to the following. Number one, flood zones. Flood zones aren't always determined by how close they are to bodies of water. So you need to know if you're in a flood-prone area, and if so, how that will actually affect your insurance costs. Number two, condition of the target property, with a big emphasis on the age of the roof. If the roof is over a certain age, insurance may be hard to obtain. Number three, property taxes. Get a good estimate ahead of closing day so that you're not surprised when it comes time to pay your property taxes at the end of the calendar year. Now, in addition, Florida insurance is not something that you figure out after closing. It needs to be a part of your buying strategy from day one. For example, waterfront properties typically cost more to insure than non-waterfront ones. Older homes may require updates before insurance coverage is actually granted. Now, condo associations can dramatically impact monthly expenses. Add flood zone designation, and that changes the long-term carrying cost. Now, this is where planning ahead makes all the difference, because what surprises most buyers isn't the actual purchase price of the home, it's the total cost of ownership over an extended period of time. Now, St. Petersburg and the surrounding Tampa Bay area has so much to offer if you're considering relocating here. You have great attractions, great entertainment options, sports, beaches, amazing food, awesome neighborhoods, and of course, beautiful homes of all shapes and sizes, from luxury single-family estates to high-rise condos and historic bungalows on quiet cobblestone streets. Now, it's all here. You and I just need to have a conversation. Now, whether your relocation is 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months away, from across the world, across the state, or maybe just across town, our team is standing by to make sure that your move is everything you need and want it to be. Now, all my contact information is in the description below. Text, call, email, or set up a Zoom consultation to discuss your plans and requirements so that we can help you accomplish your goal of making Tampa Bay your new home in the future. So let's talk about how St. Pete compares to other areas in Tampa Bay. A really important question buyers ask me is, Thomas, how does St. Petersburg compare with the rest of Tampa Bay? Well, compared to some suburban areas, Tampa Bay often has a higher price per square foot as you get closer to downtown, higher demand for walkable areas, stronger condo inventory, but you may also see lower commute times if you happen to work in Pinellas County. You'll have direct access to Gulf-side beaches and also more urban lifestyle options. Now, when it comes to property taxes and insurance, it really depends on the location and the home type. Downtown condos in an area surrounded by restaurants, entertainment, and retail and commercial business versus suburban single-family homes surrounded by parks and, well, more single-family homes. So it's a very different financial picture there. This is why you can't compare cities without comparing lifestyle goals. If true walkability and culture matter most to you, St. Pete may be a winner for you. If you want slightly larger lots and newer construction options at a lower entry point in terms of price and easy access to Tampa International Airport, along with high-end retail shopping at Tampa International Mall, for instance, then other parts of Tampa Bay may make more sense to you. The key is understanding what you want and what your priorities are. In my professional and personal opinion, what makes downtown St. Petersburg really special is that it's the perfect combination of city living with choices ranging from high-rise luxury condos to townhomes to traditional single-family homes combined with great restaurants, retail shopping, entertainment, and water frontage complete with marinas and scenic parks. And what's even better, it's all together in the same space. And it's walkable, every single bit of it. The only place that even compares, that even comes close, is maybe Hyde Park in Tampa, and on a much smaller scale, downtown Dunedin. So if you've never personally visited the downtown St. Petersburg area, it has a little bit of a feel of downtown Miami in there, with a touch of San Diego and maybe a hint of New York City, that is. But it's absolutely uniquely St. Petersburg, and in my opinion, it's a hidden gem. Now, what surprises buyers after they move here? Let me share with you what typically surprises relocationers and most buyers to any new city. That would be insurance costs, flood requirements, HOA restrictions, and sometimes traffic patterns within an area. And that holds true for the St. Petersburg and Pinellas County area as well. Now, these aren't deal breakers, but they are details that need to be discussed before you buy. My goal with every relocation client is simple. No surprises after closing. When you plan ahead, you move with confidence. When you guess, you risk costly mistakes. Now, I work with an amazing team of insurance providers, home and pest inspectors, and title specialists that have dedicated their professional lives to making sure that you have the most up-to-date information needed so that you can avoid costly and untimely mistakes during the home buying process. So finally, here's what I recommend. If you're considering moving to the St. Petersburg area in the next 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months from across the world, outside the state, or maybe just across town, then we need to talk. Let's build a strategy before you make your move. Step 1, go down into the description below this video. Step 2, you'll see all of our contact information clearly listed and a Zoom consultation link in the description below. Step 3, contact us directly if you want immediate answers. Text us with your name and where you're relocating from. Email us with your timeline, budget, and goals. Or just click the Zoom consultation link, pick a date and time that works for you, and we'll sit down and virtually map out your relocation plan. Now, myself or one of my amazing team members will design a custom home buying strategy complete with neighborhood targeting, budget expectations, insurance considerations, and a long-term value output that is designed and custom-made for your specific home buying needs. Now, we'll set you up with the best mortgage financing team in Tampa Bay to help you explore your financial options as well. We help buyers relocate to the Tampa Bay area every single week, every single month of every single year. And we'd love to help you make the right move here to the St. Petersburg area. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me where you're moving here from. I read and respond to all of those personally. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. And remember, home is Tampa Bay.